I'm gonna be playing a course called Mayflower. We're gonna play shorts to shorts, and it's gonna be a brutal one. We're gonna feel like we're sprinting because we want to birdie everything. There is no holes that you want to play for par. You want to get birdie on everything. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Welcome to Mayflower Hills. This is hole 1, par 4, 515 feet. You want to just land dead straight in the middle. You see where the disc is fading over? You want to land maybe by those trees or right over those trees. And that is perfect. There was a headwind on it. This one is going to be a 120-foot upshot. I'm going to be throwing a proxy here. Feeling a little bit nervous the first hole, and it comes out of my hand, hyzering, and the putt has not been feeling insanely great, so I'd rather just be parked for a tap-in birdie, but we will take it on hole 1. This is about a 15 to 20 footer right here. Headwind, bang, right in the middle. No big deal. Go on to the next hole, hole 2, par 5, 810 feet. We are throwing a flippy distance driver. It was a tailwind going on this hole. The right side is not OB where my disc is traveling. I mean, up on the hill is fine, but we are still in great position for birdie or maybe a chance for an eagle. This one was a right to left headwind, so I'm going to be throwing my same flippy destroyer. I like to throw it on the left side just to make sure that it just turns over, and it just gets smashed down by the wind when it starts turning over because it's a right to left. This one I have 120 feet in. The hillside shapes right to left, so when the disc hits down, it's going to trickle down left. Then we got just a simple tap-in birdie putt right there. Now hole 3, par 3, 315 feet. We had a right to left on this one, and the basket is just in line with that tree right in the middle. Maybe like just another
I'm not even thinking
150 feet there. At the basket, it's a right to left slope. I was just contemplating forehand or backhand on this one, so I could just go with a zone. Try to hang it out on the right. Out of my hand, I was perfect. I thought that this was going to be perfect. It just sat, but unluckily, it probably just landed at the basket and then skipped all the way down. We had a tailwind on this one. I'm sort of nervous on this one. I'm sort of checking the wind, throwing the grass up, putting with the roach. Give this one a half bid. I didn't really want it as bad as I wanted because I've had a lot of demons on this hole where I'll hit the basket and then it will roll all the way down 90 feet away, and then you're taking a bogey. So a par is just fine this one. On to the next hole, hole 4, par 3, 265 feet. I've had a lot of demons on this hole where it requires a forehand. I'm going to throw zone. Just go as straight as possible and then fade towards the basket. The basket's a right to left slope, so you got to really control your angle. This one just leaks out a little bit right, hits one last tree. If I miss that one, I think I'm probably skip all the way basket. At this point, still, I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm 2 down, through 3, just lay this one up, because if I hit the basket, it's just rolling. Then I'm probably taking another bogey. That's a really common theme with Mayflower, is that you really got to be parked. You can't really just run anything. This one's a shorty, par 3, hole 5, 200 feet. OB on the left side. I'm throwing proxy standstill, and I pull it a little bit right, unfortunately. I think I got a little nervous on it. Wow, look at that butt. Yeah, baby. And back to the action. I have a 30-foot, and out of my hand, I knew it was good. But there's OB behind the basket, so if I miss it, it's gone. Next hole is another short par 4, 430 feet. It more plays like 510 because of the shape. It's like a crescent. You just want to throw something stable through the gap or a forehand anhyzer. I like to go backhand justice, really beat up. Fades in the perfect position. You can't really place a shot anywhere. You sort of just throw it and then you try to hope that you have an alley towards the basket. I'm around 100 and something away from the basket. I'm going to be throwing just a beat up zone, something that pushes and then fades toward the basket. And again, the basket's on sort of like a slope, so you don't really want to land right next to the basket. You want to land maybe a little bit short, which I sort of landed underneath the basket and skipped to around 28 feet, straddling out. I got some bamboo over my left shoulder. Bang, another putt. We are looking good at this point. Next hole, hole 7, par 3, 265 feet. You want to hit this one on the right side. There's a basket on this, that right opening, right where I'm throwing it. Out of my hand, it felt so good. You can either go forehand, but I just like to go backhand because it just feels more comfortable. But just tapping out for another birdie. Excited about that. Again, a lot of demons on this course because if you miss a putt and you hit the cage and the basket's on a side hill, you're just going to roll and take an extra stroke where you do not have to. Next hole, hole 8, par 3, 375 feet. You have this OB on the right side that lines the fairway where those trees are growing. That's also OB. So I like to go just straight over this thing on the right side, hang it up. Out of my hand, I knew it was so short, but it gets through the trees, and I'm just so glad it did not hit down in there because that would have been OB. You can see I'm 45 feet away. I just step putt right next to the basket. And you can see that right next to the basket, just a huge side slope. So, I mean, if you run anything, go past it, be too aggressive, you're taking a 4 or 5. I'm to hole 9, par 4, 535 feet. You want to land left or right, and I like to go Halo Destroyer down the middle. And the basket's more on the right side. You want to be, as you can see, so you want to either be like 100 feet left or 100 feet right of where I was at. And you can see I want to go over, but you see this little pocket right here. I like to go this, just backhand, standstill type shot. I do a lot of standstills in the kitchen, so I'm really comfortable with this. So I hit it flat, it fades or it turns right, and another park job, but I made that hole a little bit harder than it should. I really need to not just chuck it out there. I really need to place it either left or right. Hole 10, par 3, 345 feet. I throw forehand. I read the wind as a right to left, but I think it was swirling, and I think that it might have turned into a headwind. So when you throw nose up, hyzer, it's gonna fade really far right. So then now I got a 55 footer for birdie on this one, and I'm like, okay, whatever, just try to run it, see how it goes. Out of my hand, I thought this was good, just a little bit right side. Now I got a headwind putt, 25 feet. There's a lot of wind coming through. I like to go with like a P2, and got nervous, jammed it hard, and now we are 35 feet away from the basket. You can see myself, I'm super frustrated, and I'm coming back. Hit the bottom, hit the top, and it is no good. Tap in 5. Good job, Nick. Turning a par chance into a double bogey. That's what we love to see. This is a par 4, hole 10. Just hit it down the middle, or you can go forehand on the left side, but just going to go rock 3, metal flake, just something a little bit stable. Oh, yeah. Just get something out there, get something in play.
Shot. Great
and
shot.
we're gonna the wind on this one was right to left, so I have to go forehand, standstill, just a little bit.
Sit right now. Sit.
Man, I thought this was gonna roll. Counting it to stop. It stops right there. Pretty stoked about that. Another basket pin position, just placed on the side of a canyon. And if you throw it too long, it's going far, and if you throw it short, then you have a long putt. Hole 12, par 4, 535 feet. You have this OB on the right side that lines the fairway where those trees are growing. That's also OB. So you want to be like 100 feet left or 100 feet right of where I was at. And you can see I'm 45 feet away. I just hit a forehand down the gap, and I did that, but my halo fiber did not fade out, and I got an anti-skip to the left. And now I have a 330-foot shot. So you can see I'm pinched on the left side. I want this disc to move left. So I throw a forehand anhyzer, or maybe forehand flat, and just trying to have it pan left naturally. Hit it, and just needed to hit it more flat, I think. I think I put it on anhyzer high. Sometimes that thing turns over, sometimes it doesn't. But now we're looking at like a 40-footer in the goalie. Want to put this one close or in, and just left side. Woo! Yay! We're so excited about that. Because now we have a 190-foot hole 13, par 3. You can see I'm trying to switch back between like a Firebird or a Justice. I like to go really stable Firebird, and you really want to be left side around that tree. Thought I hit it well. I think it skips right next to the basket, and then it goes to around 33 feet. This one's a ripping tailwind right now, and I've had a lot of bad putts today, so I'm trying to get this one in or close. And your boy shorts arms it. Wow. Yeah, picked that one up, and should have thrown Justice. Sort of kicking myself in the butt for that one. This one is a par 4, 600 foot. I go T-bird 3 like an idiot. Throw it OB, and man oh man, when you throw a disc and you know it's going OB, you're just seeing a horrific movie in slow motion, and you wish you could just wake up from that nasty dream. So now we are trying to save par. We are 150 feet away, another backhand standstill zone. Throw this pretty good. It just gets caught up maybe like a 25-footer. Man, we are just kicking ourselves in the butt because we could just easily birdie this one if we just throw the first one in bounds. Super nervous. 3-putted from this position, just like always, and hit in the heart this time. So I was stoked about that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of wind today, so nothing's for granted. Hole 15, par 3, 240 feet. You want to just go straight and then to the left. It's not my most comfortable shot shape, because you want to hit the zone flat and then have it naturally fade, maybe around 200 feet or at 200 feet. So you see how I push it straight and then it fades. Not my favorite shot, but the one we have to throw for this one. And I feel like when I throw the standstill, I think I can guarantee the line that I want to hit. And you can just see I'm just slowly, sort of just loathing putting today, just not being able to score. And I try to get in. I just mark my disc, just try to wait patiently for everything, just trying to get out of the way for the next guy. So I can't go like my normal putt, so I have to do a straddle on this one. As I just see a couple of missed putts, I'm like, oh yeah, this helps me gain some confidence. So a lot of thick leaves. I'd rather just not do a straddle from 25 feet, and I'm thinking about all the other putts I've missed, which is not the best thing. And I'm just praying this one goes in. And another Cage, Nicholas Cage, that's what they call me. So, yep, that's just my round today, not being able to score. Hole 16, par 3, 210 feet, just going off some vibes, just run on some fumes, sort of angry. And we just have a gap we have to hit. This goes straight. And I got lucky on this one. Hit the uprights and kicked forward. And missed this putt. Not even going to show it. Going on to the next hole. Hole 17, par 4, 390 feet. I'm throwing a really beat up Shrike, Halo Shrike. And you have OB on the left side. So I throw it, and it just does not turn. And I'm just confused because every time I throw a Shrike, it just turns over. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to set up my stuff, throw a forehand, trickle down to 25 feet. and we just switched the putters. We're just gonna putt with an envy. We're just, you know, I haven't been able to putt well with a roach, so I got the sun in my eyes. And another cage hit. Yay! Woo! Yay bogey. But yeah, we're sort of we drove here today just to donate to the rest of the field. So hole 18, par 5, 600 feet. Just get it down the middle, skip left, which it does. It just slips out of my hand a little bit. Then the next shot, we have this tight gap that we have to hit. And to the pin, it's 420 feet effective. And so I'm throwing a flippy destroyer. And we are excited to play some disc golf because we just bogeyed so many holes. I don't even know what a birdie feels like on this easy course. Then we're going to flip it up, go to the left side. And at this point, I have to eagle and then birdie to even cash. So I'm just trying to throw this one in. I don't really care really about anything else. Just throw it. It turns over a little bit, hits the last tree, and then we are just inside circle. And yeah, we're stoked about that. So another straddle putt, and I'm just trying to believe this one goes in, shape it. I'm trying to talk myself into making this. Felt really good on my hand, and then it just died, just like the dreams on this course that we decided to play. Last hole, thank you, Lord, for this, because now it's just an island hole. Just throw it, tailwind, pushing it. Thought it went in, but it did not. It just wasn't the day. This is Eddie's putt to go 8 down for the win. There was like a 3-way tie for second place at this point, and it's taking a little bit of time, and he bangs it in for 8 down. Congratulations, Eddie, for the flex start win. I got a massive headwind, and I just missed every single putt, so I'm just trying to get out of here, just believing it goes in. Overcommits, and just doesn't go in. So, yeah, that's my round off of 19 holes. But, yeah, well, excited. I'm glad you could watch. It's time for the next one. So that is one way to kill your rating. You go to a course, and you shoot, I think I was like 7 down through 9 or 10, or yeah, I think it was like 10. And took some really big numbers today. I mean, you could see on the video. I mean, I was just so frustrated, and I just made some terrible decisions off the tee. I really couldn't putt inside circle today. I mean, it was just the most brutal thing you could ever imagine. So the mental game really wasn't there today. I'm just so frustrated. I think around 8 to 9. I think 9 down was 1,000 rated, and I was 7 down through 10. So, and I think I was 1 over. I don't even know, man. You could look at the score. It was brutal. Let me look at the. I shot 951, 4 down, and I was cooking up that first 9 holes. I mean, I went 2 birdies, 2 pars, then birdie, par, birdie, and then a double bogey. So when I got that double bogey, I thought it was a tail right to left. And I threw my Halo Destroyer as good as I thought I could throw it. It lifted, and then it went so far right, and then I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll run it and just for the birdie. And then I miss it, and I get to 25 feet, and I get nervous, and then go long, and then miss the putt. And then you're back to 5 down, and then I got a birdie on 11, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frustrating pars, a bogey, and then two pars at the end. That just shows you that disc golf is tough, and I have a long ways to go on my mental game, and I'm honestly considering getting new putters. When I first started, I was putting with DX AVRs, and that was the best I've ever putted in my life. I think I would just go straight arm, go right at the pole, and then putt it. But now I'm trying to do the stupid spin putt. Let me see if this is even on. Yep, it is on. Stupid spin putt. So when I get nervous, I yank it right, I yank it over, or I hit cage. So this next week, I'm really just gonna focus purely on putting. I'm really not gonna do anything else than just putt. Actually, I'm still gonna throw. I'm gonna throw a lot, but I was doing the math. I could have shot 14 down, which would have been like 1050 rated. But then now I'm like shooting 950. So that's probably one of the quickest way you could really kill your rating is just doing that. The forehand felt really good today. So let's just talk about some positives. The backhand was feeling good. The forehand was feeling good. The approach shots were feeling good. And I threw the disc where I was wanting to throw. I was throwing the disc how I really wanted to on some of the shots I threw OB. But yeah, just brutal. I just couldn't catch a break on some putts and some throwing, and I just am, I don't know, I'm trying not to be super frustrated, but I guess there is just another round, but I'm very, very close to my goal of pushing closer to 1,000 rated. But I guess in all, you can't just continue to push up. You can't just always expect you're going to shoot above your rating. You're going to shoot below your rating. And this one was a little bit lackluster. I sort of knew going in that if you ever play a short course where the whole field can birdie every single hole or most of the holes, that is a course where it's birdie or die. And if there's not a lot of OB, so your putt has to be good. No question about it. And my putt was just off today. My throwing was good. The only way that I could really execute a shot or score was it had to be parked. And unfortunately, I wasn't parked on everything when I had a birdie look. So I'm going to have to really work on this next week and just putt until probably my hands bleed, because I have 2 tournaments coming up, one Saturday, one Sunday, and I'm going to have to putt well. There's no question about it. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Unfortunately, did not play up to snuff, and yeah, I'm excited that the throw is feeling good, but I gotta putt a little better.